Kinumpirma ngayong araw ng malapit na kaibigan ni Francis Magalona at isa sa mga naging concert producers niya noon sa industriya ng showbiz na si Robby Tarroza. Ayon dito, hindi totoong kasal si PIA Arroyo kay Francis Magalona o Kiko kung tawagin nila. Dahil kasal pa daw ito sa una niyang karelasyon na 5 apelyido. Ito ang isa na namang revelasyon na siyang gumimbal sa mga kababayan natin ngayon. Ito ang kanyang buong pahayag. Wala kasi tayong divorce sa Pilipinas. But even with kasal, ang tanong, was Kiko married to PIA? No. She was married to another guy with last name Lim, and they had a son, Nicolo, and daughter Yuna, who many of us knew this. PIA, wag kang magpabiktima. Grabe ka. No one broke up your marriage, dear. You were never married in the Philippines. Okay mga palangga ng mga magaganda at pogi. Here's my Francis Magalona story. I met Francis through Larry Scott, my album producer then in 1992. He ran into Francis at a recording studio owned by Jose Marie Gonzalez, father of both Ana Margarita Gonzalez and Cristina Gonzalez Romualdez. Right away, Kiko and I hit it off. He always went out of his way to say hi to me. A few years later, my ex and I started producing major concerts in the Philippines and Japan. In 1999, if I'm not mistaken, we produced a concert tour for Kiko. Unfortunately, it wasn't a profitable tour, and Kiko knew it. This is why he said to me, "Rob, part of the construction of my house in Cottonwood Heights subdivision in Antipolo was from you. I will always be grateful for your help." So life went on, and we rarely saw each other. But when we did, super kwentuhan kami for hours. Francis loved me, and showed it every time we got together. May utang na loob yun. So fast forward to 2007, if I'm not mistaken, I ran into Kiko in Makati. He looked so fresh and blooming. We talked a little about his marijuana possession case, then he invited me to go smoke cigars. Somewhere on Wilson on Green Hills. I don't smoke cigars, but I still went to have a few drinks with him. Francis then told me he was done with PIA and left her. He told me he couldn't take it anymore. All the fights and bugbugan nila, yung ugali daw ni PIA nakakasira ng utak. He said he now has peace. A few months later, we met again, and he mentioned he was with another woman, who is totally the opposite sa ugali ni PIA. He stressed, "Ang sarap pala ng ganitong real love, Robski." Yeah, he called me Robski. Panggangster ko yun. Francis and I kept in touch, and I vowed to keep everything between us. I never had a chance to meet this girl he loved so much. Maybe one day I will. Both her and Francis loved child. Yes, loved child because she was conceived by real love. Francis wants the world to know about her. I'm sure he does. So for all you judgmental people that did not know the real story, Francis and PIA were already separated before he got into this amazing relationship. He deserves to experience real love, at least once in his lifetime. I knew them both, PIA and Francis. I witnessed bloody fights between them, very destructive and dysfunctional. He told me he only stayed for the kids and wished he was free from that. Those were his words. I know Kiko was watching all this, and he knows what he wants for his children. All his children. Diba, mga kababayan ko? Sa ngayon nga, ipatuloy pa din na nananahimik ang kampo nila PIA Arroyo Magalona, pati na din ang kanyang mga anak. Kahit ilang beses na silang hinga ng pahayag ng mga kilalang news websites, ay hindi sila nagbibigay ng kahit na anong komento patungkol dito. Ito naman ang mga naging reaksyon ng ilang mga netizens patungkol sa naging pahayag ni Robby. Ang bastos lang, this Robby guy should have not talked this harshly towards PIA. Although this might be true for the sake of her children, hindi man lang niya naisip yung pain ng mga anak before siya nag-post ng ganito. Napakabastos. Exactly, that F&B who took care of him when he has cancer-stricken? Normal ang fights and conflicts in any relationship. Honeymoon stage pa sila nung K, so he probably was in love. Itong Robby na ito, pakialamero and malisyoso, adding fuel to the fire. Tahimik na yung legit family. What is his intention in telling this narrative to the public? Dagdag gulo ko lang, hindi naman kayo close at magkakilala nung Abigail, right? Bakit mo ipinagtatanggol? Obvious naman kung anong agenda niya. Tumatakbo siyang kagawad at pag-artistahin ang anak. His words and her words, sino ka to disclose that family problem? Bakit ngayon lang? Ang tagal ng patay ng tao. Bakit di ang Abigail Wright ang umaruga sa kaibigan mo nung naghihirap na siya? At bakit di man lang niya ipinagkaloob yung apelido niya sa love child nila kung talagang mahal na mahal niya ang mag-ina? Alam niyo kung gaano ka big deal para sa isang bata ang mabuo? Kahit man lang yung pangalan. Respeto naman. Kahit di na kay PIA, sa legit na mga anak na lang sana. If he loved this Kay and their love child so much, then why he did not give his last name to his daughter? And he knew that he's dying. If he wants the world to know about her, ba't di niya sinabi? PIA has not said a single word. This guy should have shut his mouth. Was this guy there when Francis was on his deathbed? We don't know anything that happened when he was on his final hours. So easy to say bad things about PIA. But we are not there inside their house and lives to even judge her. PIA's raised 8 kids, career, business, and everything in between. This is not easy for everyone, especially for the kids. No matter what age they are, they still go through trauma, grief, denial, anger, acceptance. Time will heal all wounds. Let them be. Kayo mga ka-showbiz peeps, naniniwala ba kayo sa mga revelasyon at pahayag na ito ni Robby Tarroza? Just comment below.